Hey everybody, this is Maxwell McGee here at the EA Vegas Game Show. I'm joined by Aaryn Flynn, who's going to tell us a little bit more about Mass Effect 3. Aaryn, what have you guys got to announce at this show?
We're officially announcing our multiplayer mode for Mass Effect 3. It's a 4-player co-op online multiplayer. We're really excited to finally announce it and share the details of it.
Cool. So can you go ahead and give us just a brief summary of what the multiplayer mode is?
Sure. So like I said, it's 4-player online co-op. It's a separate campaign from the main single-player campaign for Mass Effect 3. And the idea is that you're 4 elite soldiers making your way through the galaxy at war, and you're doing all the things that Shepard can't get to. So you're helping him out with some things. You're helping the overall war effort in stopping the Reapers from taking the galaxy.
Now, as I understand it, you can play as the many different races in the Mass Effect universe. Will they have any sort of race-based abilities that carry over into this game mode?
We've got 6 races you can play, plus 6 classes, and all the abilities come from the classes.
So will there be cross-platform play between, say, the 360 and the PC?
No, you've got to stick with your friends on the platform that you're on.
And so then I noticed in the presentation there's like an overarching galaxy map that shows all these different territories that you're fighting to capture. What happens when you actually succeed in doing that? You hold all of these territories.
So yeah, you're right. We have this overarching system called the Galaxy at War, which is how single player and multiplayer all feed in together in the overall galactic war effort. So the idea is that as you're controlling theaters of operation, the more theaters of operation you control, the better bonuses are happening as you play through each of the different campaigns.
And then are there any bonuses that carry over from the multiplayer campaign into your single-player campaign?
Yeah, definitely. So the idea is that if you're a fan of multiplayer, you can use the multiplayer modes with your friends and stuff to achieve some different objectives in the overall game, but that it's not meant to replace the single-player campaign at all. The idea is to give players options. So if they want to do stuff through the multiplayer campaign, multiplayer combat, they can do that. Otherwise, they can be very hardcore and stick to the amazing single-player campaign we put together.
Can you tell us any more about James Vega, the new character you guys announced through Facebook?
Yeah, we're really happy with James Vega. He's been worked on now for a while back in the studio as kind of character. We're really excited to have him in the game. He's going to play a really important part in the overall story of Mass Effect 3. So.
Can you maybe elaborate on what his combat role is? Is he perhaps meant to replace Ashley or Kaidan, depending on who you lost in the first game?
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say he's just meant to be the kind of another guy you can hear stories from and interact with and understand his background. And really just a story we want to tell for a while now. Now we're finally getting a chance to put him into Mass Effect 3.
So could you perhaps elaborate a little more on the vehicles in Mass Effect 3? Will we finally be able to get back behind the wheel of the Mako?
I can't get too much detail in that. All I can say is that with a galactic war effort going on, you've got a lot of things to do to stop the Reapers.
And speaking of things to do, will we be mining planets again in Mass Effect 3, or are you guys changing how players will be exploring new planets?
Well, Planet Mine's an interesting one. Like I said, with the Reapers invading Earth and taking over the galaxy, you've probably got more important things to do than mining at planets. So,
nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
I think so. Yeah.
Something I want to know a little more about is the Omni-Tool abilities. I've noticed for the soldier, your Omni-Tool kind of turns into a dagger, and you can rip the guts out of somebody. Are all of the abilities like offensive based for the different classes, or does each class have like a unique Omni-Tool ability?
We're still working through all the things the Omni-Tool can do for you. It's a new thing for Mass Effect 3, so we're really playing around with it, really trying to give players the most options they can with it. But no, the Omni-Tool does have both combat and non-combat uses. So.
All right, Aaryn, well, thank you so much for taking my rapid-fire questions. I've just got one more for you. Can you remind us when Mass Effect 3 is coming out and on what platforms?
Sure, it's on platforms PC, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3, and it's March 6, 2012 in North America, and March 9th, 2012 in Europe and Asia Pacific.
All right, well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you. Thanks very much.